What's going on, Swiper Gang? Let's get it, y'all. The Denver Nuggets get one of the most dominant defensive wins of the season, 103-97. And one of those games that helps you to remember that the Nuggets ain't just going to beat you pretty, but they going to beat you ugly. 103-97. Nobody seemed to be able to score except for a couple of players on the court for the Denver Nuggets. They did enough to get the job done. Let's talk about the defensive masterclass that we just witnessed for the Nuggets' fifth straight win coming out of the All-Star break, y'all. The Denver Nuggets going for that back-to-back championship, y'all. Let's get it. Y'all, the Denver Nuggets get a 103-97 win in Ball Arena in one of the most competitive games that you will ever see. The Miami Heat are not the team to load. They will not lay down. They will not make it easy. They will not quit. They will absolutely give you everything they have. They will fight tooth and nail, and you will have to beat them. And they showed why they continue to be a problem and a menace in the Eastern Conference. Shout out to Jimmy Butler, Bam Adebayo, man, Eric Spoelstra, the job that he's done. They really deserve all the flowers. They are a hard-fought, tough-as-nails team. Shout out to them, man, for this great, great game, man. Jimmy Butler tonight, Bam Adebayo. They didn't shoot well. Jimmy Butler was 7 of 17. Bam was 8 of 18. But that's kind of what the tone of the game was. It was a rock throw across the board for both of these teams. Man, tonight, y'all, Jamal Murray goes out at the end of the second quarter. He rolls an ankle. He tries to come back after halftime, but apparently just didn't have the full strength and stamina that he's looking for. So he seems to be okay. We'll see if he plays on Saturday versus the Lakers, but if not, Malone then, as just said, just going to get him right for the Suns game. So it doesn't sound like it's anything super crazy, but you just want to monitor it at this point in the season. No point in rushing him back. The Denver Nuggets, man, tonight, though, Michael Porter Jr. continued to show when he gets an opportunity to go be the best version of himself, he gets it done at a high level. Michael Porter Jr. tonight, 38 minutes played, 30 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists. Michael Porter was 4 of 10. 4 of 10 from 3 today in elite shooting performance from him. He was 8 of 13 from 2 for 61%. And he was 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That's a 62.5% true shooting from Michael Porter Jr. tonight. And he had 2 blocks and 2 steals. He was a +1 in this game where he had to help stagger that bench unit, which is why his plus-minus wasn't even better. Michael Porter Jr. was dominant today. Michael Porter Jr. was the best player on the court. He was the best player on the court. He shot really well across the board. He was dominant from 3. He was making mid-range shots. He was getting to the basket. His rebounding was key, and his defense was excellent. He sent 2 shots. I believe he sent Caleb Martin off the backboard on one of the shots, and he blocked his shot twice, both on drives. Michael Porter Jr. continues to show that when he's asked to expand his repertoire, man, he's really, really, really just a great player, and he really made a world of a difference. I don't think they win this game if Porter doesn't put that type of performance together. So shout out to Michael Porter Jr. He was literally getting anything and everything that he wanted today. And what I love about Porter is that it wasn't just the offensive end, it was his defense. Porter started off the game, got a nice little three-pointer, started off looking like he was just moving really well, flowing really well. And then when the game got gritty towards the second half and into that fourth quarter, Porter was able to keep the tempo up and continue to put pressure on both ends of the court. And again, 30, 11, and 3 with 2 blocks and 2 steals tonight. That's a dominant two-way performance. So especially given the fact that he didn't get a chance to play super well, or he didn't play super well in every game versus the Heat in the NBA Finals. So for him to be able to come out and to do this in this type of game, it's a really special performance. And Michael Porter Jr., let me check this. Michael Porter Jr. last five games so far this year, since he came back from the All-Star break, I want to say his numbers have actually been really good. Let me check this real quick. He's averaging 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 1.6 assists. 1.6 assists, 22 and 9 since he came back from the All-Star break, and he's shooting pretty well from 3. He's shooting pretty well from 3. He's made, it looks like, 13 3-pointers, I believe. Maybe even more than that. So we've got 9. He's been cooking. Like, he's also 100% from the free throw line. That's great. Especially for somebody like Porter, who we've all said should be a 50-40-90 player, maybe 50-40-85 at some point in time in his career. Just a really, 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 really good performance from him, man. Shout out to Michael Porter Jr. Aaron Gordon tonight, 16 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 assists, 5 of 8 from the field. He was 6 of 6 from the free throw line in a game they won by 6 points. He was 3 of 4 last game, 6 of 6 today. That's 9 of 10 for the last 2 games for Aaron Gordon. And when he's doing that, it's really difficult to beat the Nuggets because he's going to be generating so much contact near the rim that he's converting at a high level. He basically takes away the point in fouling him. And he was a -2, but again, he had to put in the stagger. And then because of the way the fourth quarter went, the Nuggets, who were up 15, 16 at one point, they kind of cascaded a little bit offensively, and that's why the plus-minus looks like that. But he was really excellent. His defense was exceptional. Again, Jimmy Butler, 21 points on 17 shots today. And a lot of that had to do with Aaron Gordon. Every time Aaron Gordon was checked on him, he was winning that matchup every single time, and he did it throughout the finals last year. Aaron Gordon was incredible tonight. Contavious Caldwell-Pope, 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, 5 of 11 from the field. But KCP, y'all, 4 of 8 from 3. 4 of 8 from 3. And he was 4-4 from the free throw line with a block and a steal tonight from KCP, and he was a +10. The second highest plus-minus on the team, +10 for KCP, and he got the final turnover on Terry Rozier. When Terry Rozier got the ball, about 8 seconds left, he tried to get something off on the left corner. KCP strips the ball. It goes off of Terry's leg, and there you go. Denver Nuggets get the ball back up 4, and then KCP ices out the game with 2 straight free throws to close out the game. That's the last buckets of the game. Man, just a really dominant performance from KCP, man. Like, it's off-ball defense. The reason why Duncan Robinson today, who got the start, Duncan Robinson had 12 points on 2 of 6 from 3. He was a +5. Again, bench units. But, I mean, honestly, like, he was great. KCP was great against Duncan Robinson, and he made life really hard. Terry had 19 points on 15 shots today. He was a -7. He shot the third most attempts on the team in Terry Rozier. But every time KCP got lined up one of these dudes, man, he really just continues to show like he's on one. And the fact that, as somebody said, K-Curls, his 3-point shot is back. That's 8 3-pointers, I think, in the last 2 games for KCP. Huge news. Jamal Murray, like I said, 14 minutes played, didn't play in the second half, 6 points. He was a +7 in his minutes. They were dominating when all the starters were on the court playing, so the game probably would have looked a little bit different today had he finished out the game, but just healthy, that's all that matters. Nikola Jokic, interesting game tonight. 38 minutes played, 18, 11, and 7. But he was 6 of 15 from the field. Joker's been shooting 68% from the field since he came back from the All-Star break. And today he shoots 6 of 15 from the field, and he was 0 of 3 from 3. So he was 6 of 12 from inside the 3-point line for 50%, which is actually really good. I mean, 6 of 12 is not bad at all. He was 6 of 12 from 2, but he was 6 of 6 from the free throw line. Again, that's how you win the game. AG. So listen to this, y'all. KCP, Aaron Gordon, Jokic, and Porter. What do they all have in common? The 4 to 5 starters went to the free throw line, and all 4 of those starters were 100% from the free throw line. The Denver Nuggets starters were 18 of 18 from the free throw line today. That's how you win games. 18 of 18 from the free throw line today for the Nuggets starters. And the Nuggets overall today, they were 19 to 21 from the free throw line for 90%. That's how you win football. That's how you win basketball games. When you play basketball games that are this physical, where it demands this much of you, it's really important that you're able to take care of business at the free throw line to get really a lot of those easy points that are on the table for you. So shout out to them for doing that. Shout out to Jokic for doing that. Jokic had 2 blocks and a steal today. But here's the thing. Jokic didn't shoot well from 3. He shot 6 of 12 from 2, but Jokic was a +12. He led the entire game on both ends of the court. Both ends of the court. Bam was a -3 in his minutes. And Jokic is the reason why Bam was 8 of 18. He was locking up today. So a lot of this is Jokic absolutely did not shoot well across the board, but again, he took care of business defensively. His pick and roll defense was exceptional today. He was suffocating on that end of the court, and he was rebounding at a high level. He played make well today. The Nuggets, again, they just started missing shots that second quarter, that third quarter, and then they had a really nice run in the fourth, but just weren't able to put the game away. So just a good game from all the starters, man. The starters all played really well. Aaron Gordon was in the negative. Like I said, he had to stagger. Off the bench, Reggie Jackson, 29 minutes played, 6 points, 2 rebounds, and 2 assists, 3 of 10 from the field, 0 of 5 from 3. So 3 of 5 from 2. He had a steal. He was a -2 in his minutes, but Reggie Jackson just has an interesting story this year. He's going to help win them some playoff games, I do believe. I haven't given up on that. But Reggie's defense has not been good. There was a, how do I explain this? So on the right wing today, in the right corner, y'all remember last year at game 2, the fourth quarter, Jokic is not in the game, and they're running a lot of small ball. And if y'all remember, KCP, Christian Brown, this was on the left wing, the same spot on the court as this game. When they started running those little, basically those little curl screens for Duncan Robinson and for Gabe Vincent, where Duncan Robinson would like either kind of flare out to the corner or he would dive all the way to the basket, depending on the defensive coverage. And the Nuggets ruined that, and it basically gave up like an 8-0 run. That's what happened today. And they ran it one time, basically, they got an advantage out of. And I think they got 2 advantages out of it. But the first one was really bad. And it was Reggie Jackson. They try to run this little curl screen, Duncan Robinson, and I think that on that play, that was Terry Rozier. And Reggie Jackson just completely botches that play. Like, all it is a switch, but Reggie goes with KCP to go for the dive, and he just absolutely leaves Duncan Robinson wide open. But Duncan Robinson doesn't hit the shot, thankfully. But it was just stuff like that. It's just like, it just doesn't seem like he's always here. And I think physically he's going through it as well. So I don't know. All I know is at the end of the game, they had an opportunity to close with Christian Brown. They put Reggie in to get a point guard on the court, and he proceeded to get 2 fouls within the stretch. Again, athletically, he's just behind the team. I've said this before. Athletically, he does not fit the prototype. But again, he's a really good dude. He is a really good player in spots, and he's going to be better in the playoffs probably. But I think the thing is the Nuggets need is you got to be sound defensively. You cannot be weak defensively on this team because that's how they beat you. It's their defense, especially in the clutch. So, again, not a great performance from him. Michael Malone, the only bad thing that I saw from Michael Malone today, or questionable decision, sorry, I got to get my stuff off the ground. Only questionable decision he had was when Jokic did not come back in the game with like 8 minutes and 50 seconds left or so. And the Heat put Butler and Bam in the game, and they went on a 6-0 run. So it's just a lot of different things that are happening, man. So some of this is they just didn't have some proper flow at different points in times in the game, but when they needed to put it together and actually get the job done, they got it done. So really, like I said, shout out to the Denver Nuggets to close the game. Christian Brown today, defense was good, 2 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist. He was a +2 in his minutes. Again, that's because his defense was A1 today. Really good game from Christian Brown, 20 minutes played. Peyton Watson, 0 of 4 from the field, but he was a +6. He was a +6 because his defense was incredible. But Peyton Watson got a point in time in this game where he gets a wide open transition dunk. And I think he like tripped going up in the air and it like just botched the shot. Like I have no idea what happened with it. Literally like they get a steal. I think KCP throws it out in transition and just loses it in the air and doesn't make the shot. And then on the other end, Jimmy Butler gets an and 1 foul on Michael Porter Jr. And it's a 5-point swing in basically 15 seconds. So I understand it. Like you don't love to see that from Peyton, but Peyton is young. Peyton will get there. And a lot of this is, it's like when you're young, you're still trying to figure the game out. It was unfortunate today. Justin Holiday, 2 huge threes off the bench. In 8 minutes, 6 points, 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 2 of 4 from 3. He was a -2, but really important minutes for Justin Holiday today. 2 huge 3-pointers that really helped the Nuggets to create some more separation. Zeke Najee today had 1 point, 1 rebound. He was a -2. He played 6 minutes today. Aaron Gordon went up to 5 in the second half. So that's why Zeke only played in that first half, but he's been good. Overall, y'all, the Nuggets shot 43% from the field. The Heat shot 42% from the field. The Nuggets shot 35% from 3, 12 of 34. The Heat shot 7 of 26, 27%. The Nuggets shot 19 of 21 from the free throw line. The Heat shot 83% from 20 of 24. They got to the line a lot. The Nuggets had 15 turnovers. Listen to this. This is what I mean. It was a rock fight tonight. The Nuggets had been averaging about 35 assists a game since the All-Star break. The Nuggets had 22 assists and 15 turnovers today. The Heat had 21 assists and 14 turnovers today. It was a rock fight. It was just an ugly, in terms of offensive process after the first quarter for the Nuggets when they had 36 points scored. The Nuggets had 36 points scored in the first quarter, and then they end up scoring, what is that? Less than, no way. Yo, no way. That is insane. They scored 67 points in the rest of the game. They scored 36 points in the first quarter and then 67 the rest of the game. Again, 22 assists, 15 turnovers was a rock fight. The Nuggets had 41 rebounds and 9 offensive rebounds. The Heat had 45 rebounds and 9 offensive rebounds. But y'all, again, a sign of the defense. The Heat had one block today. The Nuggets had 8 blocks today. 8 blocks. The Nuggets also had 23 personnel. The Heat had just 16. So the Nuggets take care of business. They get a win. It was gritty. They got it to win in crunch time. The defense showed up. They were elite on the defensive end. They took care of business. So, again, Malone Porter apparently just spoke in the press conference. It doesn't sound like Jamal Murray's injury is going to be too serious. We'll see if he can play inside of the game versus the LA Lakers. But if not, he can sit out a little bit, and we'll see how he's able to roll out after that with the Suns or Celtics game. Cedric, shout out to you for the super chat. Do you think Jamal will be okay? Beat LA? It sounds like he's going to be okay. He will be back at some point, it sounds like, in the next few games. We'll see if he sits out, like I said, in the LA game. Thank you for the super chat. Beast46, KCP has been great since coming back from injury. That's a fact. Still can't believe they considered him a cash dump when we got him. Shake my head. Go Nuggets. Let's go Swiper. That's a fact. It makes no sense to me. And I said something about that today. That's the best salary dump I've ever seen. Best salary dump I've ever seen if KCP's a salary dump, because he's been amazing, y'all. But Swiper gang, let me know what y'all think in the comment section. How did you feel about today's game? Do you feel like the Nuggets closed out the game well? Second night of a back-to-back, they got the win. Y'all, Denver Nuggets 41-19 on the year, 5 straight wins. Let's see if they can get 6 on Saturday versus the LA Lakers. Shout out. I'll be back here on Locked On Nuggets tomorrow. Mile High Sports. You can hear from me there too. I'll see y'all on the other side. I'll be on Player Sports tomorrow about 11 o'clock Eastern, 12 o'clock Eastern as well. So tap into that. I'll see you on the other side. Yeah.